Flashy news. Only on ParanoidRadio.com, bringing you Flashy Fridays.
Tony boy.
I'm about to start my singing career, bro. You only know.
Damn! Yo, we have a full-blown podcaster all the way in New York. Ladies and gentlemen, Paranoid Radio podcast is back in action. Tasticals 1-2. Tasticals. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Paranoid Radio podcast. I'm your humble host, Trebles Garcia, and I want to thank the Lord for allowing me to be here today. And I want to thank every single one of you for allowing me to enter your space. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not usually recording in this vehicle. I'm actually recording in a vehicle right now. That's not me, and I don't have my mobile studio with me. So I'm going to hold the camera to my face as long as the sound is crisp. We're talking about sound being crisp as fuck. Joining me in the What's and Twos today is my other co-host, my deep state correspondent, father, patriot, business owner, Flashy_News1. What's up, big dog? Say something.
Yo, what up, everybody? I'm feeling pretty official with this new microphone. How are you guys?
Dude, that just sounds sick, bro. This we got the whole interface, the whole fucking mic going on. Great, got good.
And thanks to you, bro. Thank you to my boy. He sent me the piece that I needed. I had the microphone. I needed the adapter piece. And my man came through. And here we are, man. Crisp as fuck.
Yo, quite frankly, dude, you gotta thank yourself, dog. You did a lot for the show. Paranoid Radio Podcast. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you. You're also part of the community, and you helped build this fucking castle, bro. So we're gonna live in it, and we're gonna have our little domains and shit. But there's a lot to talk about today. There's a lot of stuff that we need to cover on this amazing Flashy Friday episode. And this is where you come in, bro. Please allow me to jump in for the deep into the pool and set the fucking mood. Striking while the iron is hot, ladies and gentlemen. Fear porn. Now, Flash, I understand you got to get something off your fucking chest, and I want to start with the fucking Trump trials, bro. Let's start with that. What's going on, big dog?
So we all know how ridiculous this case is, right? And this is really their only case that they have. All the other cases are not going to happen before the election. And like we've talked about, if they don't happen before the election, they don't exist, right? So This is their last big push. They don't care how ridiculous they look. Because to them, in the communist mindset, the ends justify the means. They just need to get a conviction on Trump, just so they can say, the former president has been convicted. He is a convicted felon running for president, blah, 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 blah. All that dumb shit, right? And they really think that that's going to be enough somehow. They just don't know what else to do. So what the judge is doing, though, is he pretty much set it up so that the jury will find Trump guilty on something, even if they don't unanimously agree on the charge, which is for the first time ever. No one's ever heard of anything like this. You always have to have a unanimous decision to find someone guilty. That's just the way our system works. So the judge pretty much told the jurors, listen, guys, if 4 of you guys agree on one thing, 4 of you guys agree on another, and 4 of you guys agree on another, it's enough. So we'll just chalk that up to a guilty plea. I mean,
wait. What's the point of having a jury then? What's the point of having a jury?
It's so crazy, bro. And you know how you know it's crazy is that even the people that hate Donald Trump, the people on MSNBC, the people on CNN, because they're actually lawyers, so they can't. You know what I mean? Like you can't fuck with the law like that. Like it's either yes or no. It's very clear, black and white, right? Mm-hmm. This is the rules. These aren't the rules. This is what you do. This is what you don't do. Mm-hmm. So this just goes to prove, though, how conflicted and how compromised this judge is. He's putting his whole career on the line just for this case. And now Juan Merchant, interestingly enough, you're supposed to be a random selection of judges when you go to a case, right?
Word.
Now, the last 3 out of the 4 Trump cases, the one for his the hush money payment, this one, another one for the Trump organization, and Steve Bannon, who's was one of Trump's advisors, he's also on trial for lying to Congress or not giving his statements to Congress. So all 3 of those cases happen to fall on Judge Merchant's lap. He is the judge for all 3 of those cases, which is unheard of. There's 25 different judges that have gotten that thing. So 3 out of 4, you got the same judge 3 times. Mm-hmm. That's literally impossible, mathematically, statistically impossible. So
Yeah.
this guy, that's their judge, though. He is the controlled judge, right? And he has the daughter making $93 million, working with Democrats, all of this. So he's pretty much putting his career on the line because for whatever reason, they got blackmail on him. They said, listen, no matter what, we need to get this man
At
convicted.
this point, they probably gave him more money than he would ever get in his entire fucking career. Just he
Oh,
could throw it
yeah.
everything out the fucking
Oh,
window.
yeah.
Yeah.
And, or it could be blackmail. They could have him, with a fucking a picture of
Ah.
with a dick in his butt or something. Who knows? Honestly, like, like some shit for real. Like, so some P. Diddy shit.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
really, so they set it up so that they're gonna get the end result that they want. Now, there's still a chance that he will be found guilty, because there are two of the jurors are lawyers, because we don't know who they are, but we know their professions. They can give that stuff away.
Yeah.
So two of them are lawyers, so, and now a good sign, though, is that they're already the jury's already struggling here because they're already asking for information, right? So once you're in the jury, once you're in the back and you're talking to your other jurors, you got unlimited time. They could take however long. Now, the longer it goes, the better it looks for Trump, because usually a quick verdict is bad because that means everyone's already made up their mind. And here we go, done, right? So they already went yesterday, the whole day. Right. And now, so today they asked for more instructions from the judge because the instructions the judge gave are so confusing. You don't have to agree on all the crimes. You don't have to do this. So, like, they don't know what's going on. But the questions that they're asking the judge for indicates that there are some people that aren't on board with charging Trump. Right. It looks like there's a couple holdouts. Now, are these people going to get pressured? Probably. I'm sure the deep state knows who they are. They're going to go give them a visit and say, listen, if you don't do this, we're going to kill your dog. Like, shit happens like that, right?
Word.
So
Yeah.
my prediction is it'll be a hung jury. They're not going to agree on all of this. There's just no way. And see, the thing is that they're relying on Michael Cohen's testimony. That's the man, that was working for Trump, that supposedly paid Stormy Daniels. The real story is, though, Stormy Daniels was sleeping with Michael Cohen, the one that's accusing Trump of paying her. He was having sex with Stormy Daniels. He paid her out of Trump's campaign money, hoping that nobody would find out because he's married. And then Stormy Daniels and Cohen got together to extort Trump for the money. This is what's really going on. And now Cohen doesn't like Trump because he feels that he was supposed to have a spot in his administration. So when Trump got into the White House and he didn't take Cohen with him because he's a lying scumbag, dirtbag, Cohen got real upset, thought that he could. That's how this all started. It's all about revenge. It's all about that's all this is about. So my prediction is there'll be a hung jury. He'll probably get charged with a couple things, one or two of these felonies, definitely not all of them. I would be shocked if Judge Merchant sent him to jail. I really hope he does, though. I truly do, because the backlash would be amazing and we'll win 48 out of 50 states. But if he doesn't, he'll probably go home confinement, which Donald Trump is going to throw virtual fucking rallies from his house, bro. Like, you can't stop this man. You just can't do it. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, even if you throw him in jail.
It doesn't matter what they do, bro. It doesn't matter, dog. He's already a fucking staple on a lot of people's forehead. People are out here talking about, bro, I live in California, bro. Bro, there's people talking about, I don't want to vote for Biden. It's just disgusting what's happening to Trump. I don't want to vote for Trump, but it's fucking wild. We've never seen this. It is so fucking, it cannot go over your head. And if it does, you're fucking blind. You're a demon. It's right up in your fucking nose. There's a lot of people waking up, dog. A lot of people in different ages. A lot of people, different creeds, a lot of people, different color skins, bro. I mean, California is like it's a soup, right? It's a bunch of vegetables in here, a bunch of different people, and a lot of people are waking the fuck up, dog. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised all the people that are actually, they don't want to vote for Trump, but they're aware that what's happening with Biden.
Yep.
Yeah,
absolutely. This is what we talked about, right? We talked about almost the need for Biden to have stolen that election. Because listen, Trump could have stopped it. He could have used even though it would have looked crazy, we could have fucking used the military. But what would that have got us? We would have had 4 years of a second Trump term where it looked like he stole the election with the military and all of this shit. Not everybody was up to speed on voter fraud. Not everybody was up to speed about how dirty the deep state was. But now, after 3.5 years of Biden, almost 4 years, everybody can see it, that they are using the government, weaponization of the government, to attack their political opponents. And at the same time, we sanction other countries for doing the same shit. We call Russia and Putin scumbags, communists, all this shit, because that's what they do, right? But now we're doing it. And they're using the same rhetoric that they use to invade other countries. protecting democracy. Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. We got to go save democracy in the Congo. We got to go save democracy in Nicaragua. We got to go save democracy in Africa. This is the same shit. And then they steal their fucking resources, they kill their leaders, they overthrow their governments. And hey, it's democracy, so fun. Like, who the fuck are we to go to other countries and demand that they have a democratically elected government? Maybe they don't live like that. Maybe they don't understand it. Maybe they don't want to live like that. Maybe they're perfectly fine living in the little small communities that they have with the leaders that they have. Who the fuck are we to tell them you have to have a democratic when we don't have a democratically elected government? We don't have one. We have a stolen election in 2020. So all of this is what's being exposed now, right? And
Yeah.
and people are understanding that all of these wars have all been about bullshit, and it's all just been lies and lies. And who is the peace candidate? There's only one man talking about peace. There's only been one president in the last 75 years that didn't start any new wars. That is Donald J. Trump. Okay, so now people say, oh, he's a Zionist because he's on the side of Israel. Trump is a strategist and he's on the side of America. He understands that Israel is a key piece to peace in the Middle East, that you need Israel in order to obtain that. And we already were doing that with the Abraham Accords in Saudi Arabia and Israel and Jordan. They were coming together. We were signing peace deals. Okay, so it's not about on the side of Israel or not. And listen, do we forget who the enemy is? Barack Hussein Obama is on the side of Iran, and he has always been. And the Muslim Brotherhood.
Oh, Papa.
We all forget
Here
that
we
because you
go.
hate Jews so much, you forgot who the enemy was. And I am no Zionist. I am not a fan of the Israeli government, but I know what the other option is. There's an Islamic leader right now talking about how they're taking over the United States through their Congress and soon their White House. Now, listen, I'm 100% aware of that Israel has way too much influence over our government. Agreed. But would you rather Israel or fucking Islam have too much power? Right. So this all starts with information. Now people are waking up. Now we're putting pressure on our elected officials not to have dual citizenship with any country, Israel or anyone. So these are the steps we have to take, but we have to be careful because the left hates Israel for a different reason. They hate Israel because what's happening in Palestine. Okay? We are critical of Israel because they are trying to take over our government through our Congress. Two different things. We are not on the same side. Be careful because you'll find yourself on the side of the communists.
I have to agree with you, and quite frankly, I'm gonna have to add to the entire part of bringing democracy to foreign lands, bro. The only thing that makes us a little bit different than anybody else is that the ex-president has the Secret Service. If you are able to murder, let's say hypothetically that they try to kill Donald Trump and they actually succeed at killing Donald Trump or murdering him through shooting or shooting down his plane or etc., that would bring down the whole defense that they have built around the president's untouchable. That means that we are weaker. That would make the United States look a lot weaker than we really are. And it would set a premise for the next president and the next. It would ruin democracy throughout. That's why they cannot say, they cannot admit that our election was actually stolen, because then it would bring down the freaking influence we had around the world. I have to agree with you. There's something also that failed around the world, which was the WHO. Send me some notes on the WHO treaty coming down. Explain that to me, bro.
Bro, this goes to the theme of the show, right? Porn. Fear porn is all they really have left, because once you have hate in your heart, you're easily manipulated. Now, this whole thing with the WHO, right? The WHO, we all were talking about it for the last year. Oh my God, the WHO is going to take over our healthcare system. They're going to unleash the bird flu, and they're going to have all the power in the world to do whatever they want. Pause. Easy. It was never going to be that easy. Just because they said that that's what they wanted to do, you thought that they were going to do it? Guys, we are winning the information war. And once you win that, everything else will fall into place. That's why they only have fear porn. We have the facts. We woke enough people up to the whole fucking game. Now the WHO, 23 states already passed laws banning the WHO from even coming into their state. So how are they going to take over America when they can't? Half the country already said no. This is why it's so important to understand the legality of all of these things, right? Because just because they say something they're going to do it doesn't mean they can legally. We have laws in this country, and yeah, maybe they break them sometimes, but you can only break them so much. You cannot go into a state without being invited. Just like the National Guard, same thing. The states are sovereign. So just because Joe Biden wants to sign it and the WHO wants to, doesn't mean it's going to happen. That shit was dead. It didn't even get out of the WHO because Netherlands denied it. The Brazil, all of these other countries know what's going on now. So that's why I say fear porn. It's all they have. The same thing with the UN troops. They're going to come, and the UN troops are going to come take over America.
Dude, there was a day where that's all I would see on my Instagram and on my TikTok. And I was like, and then I would see other people post it. I was like, is this really happening? I Googled it. Nothing came up concrete. There was a bunch of blogs, unresourced websites. And I'm like, wait. And then I hit you up and you're like, dog, that's not happening. And then you explained to me about the sovereignty of every state. And I was like, that makes a lot of fucking sense. You know?
And see, and it's the algorithms. The algorithms are pushing this shit out, bro. I'm telling you, like, this is what they want to put it in our psyche, right? They want this in our mind. Because, like I said, once you have fear in your heart, you're so much more easily manipulated. And that's why the psyop that's really, really being run on everybody right now is hate. They hate the Jews, they hate black people, they hate white people, they hate MAGA, they hate Trump, they hate Biden, they hate. Because you're more easily, and then you're looking for things to justify your hate. So your confirmation bias, you're ignoring the facts and you're accepting more propaganda because you want to feel that hate, but you got to be right. So now you're ignoring the people that you would normally talk to or listen to because you're looking for validation.
And if you're a black tail, that everything's chaotic, that looks like breakfast for you. That looks like lunch, right? Because you're gonna eat it up, bro.
Yeah. You know what? Another thing, bro, is that all of these conspiracy theories have already come through. They're all coming true. We're literally running out of conspiracy theories. So I think when that happens, people try to stay relevant and they just push out the next thing that they hear, the next fear point, because it's going to get clicks, it's going to get follows. And, they got 100,000 followers based on all their conspiracy theories, but now they're all coming true. So what are they going to talk about now? They're going to just talk about the next crazy thing, right? The UN's coming, the WHO is coming, the bird flu is coming, all of this
It's kind of like the whole thing of striking with iron is hot. They try to strike with iron is hot on different things, but they do it so prematurely that it's inaccurate. And
they make their own iron. They heat up their own iron in order to strike it. You know what I'm saying? Just to get that whole thing going again. So I think we just got to be really, really careful. Be careful who you follow. I know there's still a lot of people out there telling people don't vote. It's not worth it. You don't waste your time voting. Listen, it takes 20 fucking minutes to vote. Even if they steal it or not, is it that crazy to 20 minutes out of your day just
That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. Like, okay, let's say that the vote doesn't count, but 20 minutes, bro, if it doesn't count, give the 20 minutes. Who cares? Fuck it, go jump it. For the sake of having the hope, for the sake of hope that it's going to work, just drop the fucking 20-minute little ballot in the thing, bro. It's that easy, dude.
Right now, all we have is hope. And you want to call it hopium, whatever, no matter what you call it, it's a weapon. Hope is a weapon, and it's the greatest weapon against fear. Because what else do we have right now? And it's not hope through magic, it's hope through logic. Because of everything we're seeing. It's not like I'm making shit up, pulling it out of the air, making up conspiracy theories. Donald Trump just went to the Bronx and 30,000 people showed up.
Bronx,
you think that's not crazy?
What's going on?
That's not crazy? Forget him. My man went down to the Bronx.
AOC she put out, oh, it's raining. She goes, God is good. As soon as she put it up, bro, as soon as she tweeted it stopped raining. The Bronx blew the fuck up.
It was AOC's from the Bronx. She had a little town hall meeting. About 10 people showed up. So you can't even get 10 people to show up in your own hood. It took Donald Trump to come out of left field, the crazy racist Republican, and all the Puerto Ricans, all the Dominicans, all the blacks, all the whites came out to see this man. And they tried to spin it and said that all the people there weren't from the Bronx. So, this is where we're at, right? So all they really have is the fear. But if we look at what's going on, the momentum is ours, bro. 20, 30,000 people showing up in the Bronx is unheard of. And now he's coming to Yankee Stadium in September.
Wait,
and
what?
Madison Square Garden. He's coming to Madison Square Garden in September. My man is going to Madison Square Garden.
Wait, dog, he's gonna sound out Madison Square Garden. Wait, dog, that is big time headlining news, bro. Wow.
Bro, and you know what? Oh, this is what I want to say. Remember I talked about Andrew Jackson back in the 1800s? I made a post about that and went viral about how Andrew Jackson, he was the president. And then the second term, he got it stolen from him, right? It was so obvious, right? And so for the next 4 years, he went around the whole country gaining the support of the people. This was Andrew Jackson back in the 1800s. Got an election stolen from him, right? And then when he went back and ran again after the 4 years, he won in a massive landslide. And history repeats. This is what Donald Trump is doing. He's going around the country talking to the people. actual people every day going to bodegas in the Bronx, going to this place, going to all these little towns, right? Getting all the support. And,
The
he's
monopoly
putting,
strategy. Yeah, the
right, that's
monopoly
it,
strategy.
bro.
They'll sell it.
And
Yeah.
that's chess. That's playing chess. Okay, you guys want to lock me down in New York? Okay, I'll go throw a little fucking thing over here. I'll go to the deli over here. I'll talk to this guy. I'll talk to these guys.
Yeah.
And everybody sees it now. That
Mhm.
Donald Trump is taking all of the slings and arrows in order to try and save this country. It's really that simple, bro. Like all these people with all these conspiracy theories. Oh, he posted 6 on his 666 post. He posted this, and if you take that and you subtract this gematria of that up your like, bro.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
he's just who he
Sometimes.
says he is, and he's the
Yeah.
man that he's been the same man his whole life.
We
We used to
like
call that integrity, bro.
we start
He's not like we know who this man is. He's been the same man, talking
we
about the
start
same
this
things.
episode. That's historical. That is fact. That is public knowledge. If you look at every single one of his old videos when he's speaking about anything that has to do with
Yep.
politics and geopolitical sphere, he comes at you with the same fucking rhetoric
Same
40
shit.
years ago to the shit that he's saying today. It's identical. He has not changed it. And quite frankly, the whole spinning around of the numbers and the gematria and shit hasn't been proven. Gematria is another thing that hasn't been proven, and it has a bunch of loopholes.
I mean,
We can't
there
use
are
those
some truths
numbers.
to it, but you can
Yeah,
actually make it whatever you want.
you
You know
can
what I'm
make it
saying? Like you
whatever
can
you
literally
want.
turn,
Exactly.
you can literally do that. So if you have that in
Yeah.
your mind that Trump is evil, you can make him to be evil by using all these different things. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, he's good because of what we see every single day. What he did while he was president. Was he perfect? No, but he tried to put America first every single day. And that's
Word.
what else could you ask for from a leader? Well,
Yeah.
like, what are these people? And like, what are our other options right now? If
I
Trump is part of a cabal, he's not part of the cabal. He may be part of a cabal. I'm willing to give that one a shot. Okay,
you
I'm
know,
willing to.
for the sake of the fucking 20-minute vote. Yo, I have a question right before the ending portion of this show, dude. Can he get a third term?
I
He
think
threw it out there.
well, if it's proven that there was treason committed, there is a law in the Constitution that would afford him another term. It's
Because I
definitely a
know Hoover's the
possibility.
only one that went up 3 times, right? He did
Right.
12
Yeah,
years.
that's correct. Yep. So I mean, there is a lot of truth to that, and the Supreme Court would be the one to step in and do that. I want to talk about Alito real quick. Justice
Uh,
Alito, this
uh,
whole
uh,
thing that's going on with Justice Alito flying the
uh,
flag. Supposedly he flew. No, he did. He flew the Appeal to Heaven flag, which is a
uh,
flag that our founding fathers. It's a sign of Christianity. It's a sign of freedom. All of that, right? So he had that flag flying outside of his house. Now they
uh,
want to use that as, oh, just because January 6ers also use that flag on January 6th, that
uh,
means that Justice Alito is going hand in hand with January. That's so ridiculous. January 6th people, they flew an American flag too. So does that mean he can't fly the American flag?
Bam!
Like this shit is so crazy. And it was his wife who did it though. His wife is in charge of the house. He said that my wife put that up. You know what the left is saying? The left is saying that Justice Alito should muzzle his wife. He should get control over his wife. Oh, these are the feminists on the left saying that a man should muzzle his wife because he doesn't like what they
I
say.
thought you couldn't do that.
Oh, the Handmaiden's Tale. I thought it was the wait. I thought Christians don't let women speak, and we put them in the rightful place. Apparently, this woman knows exactly who she is, and she's not afraid to say it. You expect Justice Alito to put his wife in place, and you call yourselves feminists? You should be embarrassed of yourselves. That is ridiculous, bro. You're gonna tell me to tell my wife to shut up because you don't like what she says? That's just proving the point that you don't believe in free speech. You believe in the fact that you get to say whatever the hell you want to say, but I don't because you don't like it. And she's a
Mhm.
woman, so she doesn't get to speak up. Oh man, So now what they want him to do is they want him to step down and recuse himself for any January 6 cases involving Donald Trump. And Justice Alito said, you know what? I'll think about it. Yeah, fuck out of here. I'm not doing it. Not recusing myself. They want him and Justice Thomas to recuse themselves so that because they know what's coming. They know there's going to be a Supreme Court appeal that even if they try to steal it, and the Supreme Court's not going to let it happen this time again. I think that's what those flags flying represent. Justice Alito is saying, listen, we're not doing this again. And then his wife also flew an upside down American flag after the election. We don't know what that means.
Wow.
America's in
Word.
distress. So listen,
Yeah.
they know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They're just enough of the public needs to be made aware so it doesn't look like the justices are rogue Trump supporters, that they're just doing it because they're Christians. No, we're going to show everybody that they're going to try to save this country. But they couldn't do it in 2020 because it would have looked that way. It would have looked like they were just trying to save Trump, right?
Mhm.
But now, and that they have no problem with all these other judges, right? With these fucking crazy situations with their daughters making $93 million. Oh, they shouldn't recuse themselves. Justice Alito should recuse himself for flying a freaking stupid flag that our founding fathers actually made. Like, so, bro, we're getting close to the end now, right? November's coming. I'm worried. I'm not worried about what's going to happen until November. I'm worried from November after Trump wins. There's still November and December that we have to get through before Trump takes office on January 20th. That time right there is going to be the most dangerous time in American history. That's when we're going to see the riots. That's when we're going to see all the craziness. But it's only going to give more power to Donald Trump to do what he needs to get done. Enough of the American public has been made aware because we have won the information war. That's why the House just passed a bill banning the central bank digital currency. That's after 25 states did it. You know why? Because we won the information war. That was another huge thing that they were going to do. Digital ID, central bank.
That shit went viral on my thing.
Fear porn. Fear porn. We have to stay the course. We're fucking winning.
And that, my friends, is Paranoid Radio Podcast. Flash_news1 on a flashy Friday delivered another impactful installment. Thank you so much. Flash, let them know where they can find you, bro.
Yo, man, I'm over on Instagram. I'm shadow banned again. Unfortunately, nobody's really seeing my reels. It's kind of disappointing, but it's all right. We're going to keep at it. Flashy_news1 on Instagram, right. Flashy_newsx on Elon Musk's X. Let's go.
If you cannot find them for any given reason, when you go to the search bar on Instagram, make sure you check them out. You can also find them on paranoidradio.com under posts and also under special guests and links. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stay tuned to Paranoid Radio Podcast. As always, number 5 every number podcast. This allows other people to enjoy the show as much as I enjoy making it. And I want to thank the Lord for allowing me to be here today. And every single one of you for allowing me to enter your space. God bless America. Check on your boys. Dudes' lives matter.
Paranoid Radio.